Hey there everyone, thanks for joining us again. We're back at the shelter. We already got a fire going. I hesitate to say what the plan is for today because the last few times it hasn't worked out. There's always seemed to be a hiccup, and I always seem to plan a little bit more than what we have time for. So, last time we wanted to get some moss into the back wall and parts of the side wall as well as our door. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get it thawed in time. So Sandra had the really good idea of bringing the sled of moss home, which we did. Last night we actually kept it in front of the wood stove in the house, and it's nicely thawed for this morning. We got it wrapped up. It's a little bit above freezing, so it should be nice and manageable all day. We wrapped her up in this blanket here on the way in. I'm just glad that we weren't pulled over on the way in, because people could have asked, what the heck are you guys doing? But there we go, 2 bags of nicely thawed moss. That should be good enough for our door, the back wall, and that side wall. So off to work we go. Level.
Yeah, we could have always put a stick there just to hold it up while you tie it too.
Give it a try. Go very forward.
Do you have your knife?
Usually. Alright folks, so fortunately we had an issue with the car there. It didn't catch us tying that up, but there, as you can see, it's nice and strong. That's not moving, so now we can just line them up, and once we're up to here, really, that should be sufficient. So here are the beams that we worked on last week, along with the screen that we're going to be using on our super shelter. So going to start sawing these away to the right length, and hopefully get that door done fairly quickly. Hopefully.
So while Mike's working on fixing the door and getting it all ready, I can't really moss that till he's done. So I'm gonna see if I can untie the back of the roof here and just flip it over, and I'll start mossing our back wall. I can see you!
Hey!
How's that wall coming along?
It's coming, warming up for the fire. Alright, and it called me up.
Wow, it's been a year since I've seen this back wall. Without it all being covered. I feel like I'm kneeling on a crazy carpet here.
It's slippery.
It's slippery. too worried about starting on the bottom here because this is under the bed.
Yeah.
So I don't want to waste the moss to do that.
No, and I agree. Plus, there's going to be snow building up there in the winter time.
So I'm going to do the other ones first. And
I agree.
see what we have. Oh, thank you. Nice bushcraft.
Pretty simple tool.
Yeah, I can use that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Go into here on all rows, and
Yeah.
then I'll do the other side after.
Is it working out?
This tool is awesome. It
Yeah.
works great. Yeah.
Nice. Better work.
Look at all the steam. This is going to be perfect because the moss is wet. It's going to get cold and it's just going to freeze right into place. That's
Or it
what
might act like a cooler.
a cooler, yeah. Let's hope it's not a cooler.
Good job.
I'm not done there. There's
No, it's looking awesome.
a little bit to do.
That's great. I'm just using a Canadian jam knot to attach these on. With the Canadian jam knot, I'm sure you guys have seen it before. I've learned it from watching YouTube videos with likes of Joe Robinette. So it's very simple. Just do a simple knot. Tighten it up. You do the exact same thing, another knot here. But you leave it open. So when you go around what you want to cinch, you then bring the other end into the loop that you left open. And then it just ratchets. It ratchets closed. Ratchets?
Is it harder to say it than do it?
Ratchets out closed. Ratchets closed. There. We'll use that. It's harder to say than to make it. Yes. Ratchetses.
Maybe you should just write it on the screen.
Maybe I'll, yeah. Pulls itself, there you go. What's that?
Okay, so that's the insulation for the back wall, so it worked out pretty good. I didn't put any on the bottom row because that ends up being underneath the bed, so I didn't want to waste all my moss for that. Plus, it's pretty tight, I can't see through it, so I think it's good enough. We still have a gap up here, which we're going to figure something out. We might just put some shorter logs in there and then stuff the moss around those just to seal it up a bit more. So now I'm going to go work on the side wall where Mike's been working. He's not done putting all the extra pieces in there yet, but there's a couple of rows that I can do until he gets to that. So that's what we're going to do now.
That's all the logs we need for our door. I just need to put jam nuts on the front and back. Then I'm going to have to do some readjusting so we can pull this and keep it flush here. But right now I'm going to go get some water so we can heat some up for, I don't know, hot beverage or soup or something like that. And while that's heating up, then I'm going to tie these up. And yeah, it's looking pretty good, I think. Basically, once I have these tied up, Sandra's going to put the moss to the door, and then it's a question of cinching it up so that it's nice and flush against our shelter. All coming together. I could easily eat 4 or 5 myself there.
You want me to keep adding?
Yes?
I didn't want to put them in the flames.
No, don't put them in the flames. I'm going to put my cup there.
Yeah, okay. I'll just move them to the side. We'll move them around.
Yep. Nice.
I don't think it can roll off if there's an edge
Probably
there.
there is an edge, yeah. Your water's boiling, I see it steaming every once in a while.
Yep.
Nice. So you want a hot apple cider?
Yeah, but if you don't have enough water, that's fine.
No, I've got plenty.
Okay.
There's 500 mils in that thing.
Yeah.
Hot apple cider for Sandra and a coffee for me. Okay, Sandra's having. Who makes this?
I don't know. Is it? I don't know, Lynch or something?
Sandra's having hot apple cider. She swears by this. Loves it. And I'm just gonna have coffee. Doing it.
Just halfway in there. Okay, well that should be okay. You got enough for your coffee?
Yep. Hmm?
You can take the fork and take one
Okay.
off.
Nice. Our fancy meal.
It's not a meal, it's a snack.
Hmm. So, we're not going to have time to totally finish up that wall, but the door is done, except for adding the moss. So after we finish this little snack, we're going to do that, and then we're going to head back because it's already getting dark. And once again, it's a Sunday, so we're working tomorrow. And we try to get as much time here as we could. Yesterday we wanted to be here, but the winds were absolutely nuts. I'm surprised we didn't have some blowdowns. So it just wasn't safe to come down. But glad we came down today. Our shelter's really close. It's really, really close to being done. We need to finalize that corner, so that's gonna take some work. I'm gonna have to angle a log against that tree, and then we've got to put our plastic sheet, set it up in a way that it holds there nice and safely. And that's pretty much it. Sorted.
Yeah, you want to readjust the roof.
Gonna readjust the roof. Yeah, that's true. But this is awesome. I mean, this shelter was fine enough for us last year, but now we have all this additional insulation, much better door. I'm a happy dude.
Yeah.
Really happy.
It should be nice and toasty.
Mm. Over here?
Yep. Sure.
I have to borrow your spoon. There. So we can get a little bit of warmth. We don't need to.
It's going in your camera.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Totally healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Nice and hot.
You gotta try one of these.
I will at some point.
Not today, because there's only one and it's mine. But next time.
Thanks, Sandra. Sorry for the delay in getting videos out to you guys. Things have been really busy lately, and we love to be here as much as we can, but it's often weather dependent. We only have the weekends available to come out. So thanks so much for joining us for this one. We're not done yet. We still got to put the insulation in that door. We're definitely going to be hiking out in the dark as usual, but it's not too bad. It gets dark really early, so once we get the door fully insulated, then we're going to pack up and head out. We're probably going to bring some moss again. We still have some left, so might as well keep it in case we need some gaps to fill, such as the top there. So yeah, Sandra's all done her apple cider. So.
I'm all ready to go insulate the door.
Oh, I thought you were sad that you were done your apple cider.
Oh, well, that too.
I'm just going to finish my coffee, and like Sandra's going to work on that door, and I'm going to help her out and see maybe if I can fill out those gaps there. So, always something to do.
Yeah. Alright, it looks like we're ready for bag number 2.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that bench. One giant bag of moss.
Yes.
Okay, so Sandra has done quite a lot of work already. If you guys look at the top, you can see that is where she still has left to go. If Sandra looks down, she's got a couple little gaps, but that she can't reach that side. That's got to be done from the outside. So that is awesome. Awesome. Well, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but we got some precipitation that just kind of started there. It looks like it's going to be freezing rain. So we're going to head out before things freeze up. So a lot of great work done today. Our door is done. Sandra got most of it completed there. If you guys can see that.
I've done this whole section, and I've gone up to here on the edge there. To finish the top part, I'm probably going to have to go outside because it's hard to reach from inside. So yeah, so we'll bring that moss back home with us to keep it thawed out, and next time we're in, we'll finish that top part of the wall.
That won't take long.
And also, I think we need to do the wall behind you.
We also have the wall here. Sorry for the shaky camera, folks. So I don't know if you can see, but next to that tree, I gotta do something to make it close the gap as best as possible. So right up here, I've been trying to get these narrow slices of the outer portion of the softwood. So it kind of comes apart in layers, so I've been able to jam some in. So once I'm going to look for some more once we have a bit more daylight, and we'll shove a few more in there, then we'll put some moss around the rest of it. Sandra has done an amazing job. If you look at the back there, the very top, the very top, we're going to fill that with some moss as well. But like I said earlier, it's not the end of the world because we do have the tarp going across the back, and we're going to have some reflective materials there. But we'd like to insulate it if we can. But the whole back wall now, that used to be all wide open, so that's going to save some more of the heat that we build up. This is really, really nice. It's really nice. So right now, I got my super bright light here. Get that out of the way a little bit. So yeah, sorry for the awkward outro, but we're really happy. It's right there.
Yep.
It's right there. Almost a perfectly insulated shelter. We already have our sheet prepared to mount up at the top for the super shelter, the clear plastic sheet. This is it.
Yeah.
We were almost there. That's awesome.
And next time we don't need to wear these.
Yeah, that's true.
Hunting season's over, I believe.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, for big game, anyways.
Yeah. So thanks a lot for joining us, folks. We're going to be hiking out now and get to the car. We still have that freezing rain falling right now and a bit of a long drive home. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We sure had fun, and we're happy to be close to our target. It's awesome. Thanks, folks.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Oh, and the hot dogs were good. The wieners.